You know when someone is selling from stage and at the end, the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Mischa Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy. Recording in progress. Unmute myself. Thank you, Zoom. So nice. Such great reminders. I'm reminded right now, I'm going to talk about right now. Let's start over. On this episode, I'm going to talk about making a decision and moving forward towards that decision. Just make a decision. And probably something else, because that's what I always do. When I started trying to get my summit together, my gosh, which is 9 or 10 months ago, it obviously turned into the Tools for a Good Life Summit, which you can go register for free and check it out. toolsforagoodlifesummit.com. It's evergreen and it's amazing. Go check it out. But when I started the process of putting the summit together to heal the world, to help men transition to second half of life out of divorce, you ladies too. So funny. But when I started the summit process, initially it was going to be called the Path to Peace Summit. And I started listening to all this outside input and had all these, fluctuating ideas. And it was going to be the Path to Peace Summit. And there was going to be a day of body, mind, spirit, or body, mind, soul. It ended up being the Tools for a Good Life Summit, a day of body, mind, spirit. And so Coach Kyle was helping me, and he's like, yeah, the Path to Peace Summit, that's awesome. You can do a day of body, mind, spirit. And I was putting together my Dream 100 to do this. And then the insecurities started showing up. And then I started asking for outside opinions all over the place. And my commitment to the idea, well, my vision of the path kept changing. How can I say it? The bottom line is this. I could have just done the Path to Peace Summit because I ended up at exactly the same place with the Tools for a Good Life Summit. And the name of the summit is kind of irrelevant. It's all the content and copy around the name of the summit. And I'd heard that, and it turns out it was true. But it took me an extra 6 months to get the summit done, literally an extra 6 months at least to get the summit done, because I kept wavering with names. I kept wavering with the idea. How can I say this? I kept looking for perfection instead of continuing on with the messy action. And so I could have gotten the summit done 6 months sooner. Now I needed to go through everything I needed to go through, and much of the copy and the ideas and frustration as I was waffling on my summit ended up being used. So that 6 months of frustration and waffling and all this stuff ended up being a little bit necessary, but I could have shortcut the process, is what I'm trying to say. So the same thing is happening with me right now with this idea for, the Winfomercial. And basically I'm going to interview people in a certain way to help them get their webinar done or to get a video sales letter done. Another way of saying those things are to create long form sales videos that are structured in a way to sell product. And so I get to help people who have offers that are converting, but they want to be more efficient with it. They want to learn how to scale with it. They want to stop having to get on the phone to complete the sale. Just some of the things, right? And as I continue to look for outside input and validation, it starts taking me down a different path. So, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is I'm just telling myself now, oh yeah, Mischa, listen, anybody who's in the same sort of a process as I am, as you're listening to me tell you this, plow forward, stay focused on your decision and get her done, right? I was completely, like I said, with the Tools for a Good Life Summit, it was the path to peace, the summit. As I tell you that now, it is so clear to me, the name didn't matter. Path to Peace Summit, a day of body, mind, spirit to help you, heal and be a springboard into your second half of life. Name of the summit doesn't matter. So I was reminded of that today on a coaching call with Vince as I'm looking for challenges and summits and all these things and taglines and what else? Like if I just have the right sentence, that'll make it all come together and be easy. I'm looking for easy. For the reality is I just have to buckle down. So I'm trying to get proof of concept with my Winfomercial. And so my task is to find 2 or 3 people to take them through my process so I can shortcut it for them so that I can help them create, in effect, a long form sales video that does what a webinar would do, that does what a video sales letter would do. Shortcut that process because there's a big steep learning curve, right? People need to do it and do it and do it, but I know it needs to be done so I can coach them to do it, right? And I can interview them in a way that I can interject the things that help make it be successful, right? Does that make sense? I hope it does. So very funny. Just I'm in the moment. I'm like, yes, I do not need to add another 6 months to the process of finding my 3 test subjects to bring them through that. I don't need to create new names for what I'm doing, new spins on it, new this, new that. I just need to go get the 3 people. And it was the same thing with the summit. Like the summit was, I just needed to start inviting people, right? I just needed to start. Here's the go date, start inviting people, speakers. But again, I was looking for perfection instead of taking the messy action. Hope this episode makes sense. Hope it inspires people to continue with their messy action, to perhaps take the learning from their previous experience to help them shortcut the new experience. Whew. Love to all. Have a great day. Peace out. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.